Pink Panther before they were famous. You know, you know. Pink Panther is my wife without knowing it. Pink Panther is my wife without knowing it. That's all I'm gonna say, man. Yo, Pink Panther is so fine, bro. Like, I don't think you can understand like the wordplay I could put in. That's like, bro, Pink Panther fine as shit. That's all I'm gonna say. Pink Panther, like, you got girls, you got Pink Panther. Word. Now Pink Panther fine. I know. You get the memo. But come on, one more time. What is she? She's fine. Word. Show some love. Do what you do. More videos come soon. You keep watching, cause I'm gonna get dropping. You ain't sub. You ain't right. You looked at the dust. Word. There ain't really too many females that I really sit around and be like, just damn, bro, she's fine as hell. She's fine as hell, just multiple times. But Pink Panther, Zendaya, Cammy from Catfish, yeah, them three right there. My wife's without even knowing it, man. Shout out Tom Holland.
Many people consider to be the most talented musician to ever get their start on TikTok. Well, singer-songwriter PinkPantheress, she was born in the English town of Bath on April 18, 2001, and given the name of Vicky Beverly Walker, or at least I think that might be her real name. You see, the thing is about PinkPantheress, well, she likes to keep things as much of a mystery as possible. And while the internet might be convinced that what I just told you is fact, well, there's a chance that the Pantheress is simply playing coy. After all, when asked directly about her real name being leaked online, well, she smugly explained to the face, "People online can only take what you give them. So for as long as I do music, I can keep making up fake names. I can tweet today that my actual name is Alice, and people are gonna take that as verbatim." Now, her real name might be something of a question mark, but the rest of her childhood is not. Now, the Pantheress, she was raised by a father who worked as a statistics professor, and her mother, well, a Kenyan-born civil servant. Now, at the age of 5, well, her family...
Bro, just look at her, bro, like, bro. How old is Pink Panther? 23, right? Oh yeah, you might have let that, bro. She's fine, bro. All right, last time saying it. I know you probably getting older.
Statistics professor, and her mother, well, a Kenyan-born civil servant. Now, at the age of 5, well, her family, they moved from Bath to Kent. And then 7 years later, well, her father, he took a job overseas at the University of Austin, Texas, effectively turning her parents' relationship, well, into a long-distance marriage. Now, as it turns out, well, it was actually because of the Pantheress that the rest of her family, well, they didn't follow after her dad. Now, she wanted to stick close to her friends and school, and, well, she was already comfortable with her parents, and they agreed. Now, this decision to stay in England, it would ultimately come to have a large impact on her career as a musician. Now, for instance, well, the Pantheress, she says it was thanks to her older brother that she first began to develop her musical tastes. After she spotted a vinyl copy of Tyler, the Creator's Wolf in his bedroom one day, well, she took off with it, and after giving it a listen, well, she fell in love with its experimental sounds. Now, from there, well, her musical tastes, they would evolve while she was a student at the prestigious Barton Grammar School. Now, in year 7, well, she discovered the emo giants, My Chemical Romance, the band she still considers to be her favorite to this day. Now, they served as a gateway to further 90s and early aughts rock and roll artists like Panic at the Disco, Paramore, Linkin Park.
You like them, I like them. That's all I'm saying.
Slipknot, and Blink-182, all of whom would see their music absorbed by PinkPantheress. In fact, it was while catching Paramore live at a festival in the UK that she finally decided once and for all that making music was going to be her calling. Now, she described this moment of realization to NME, where she told them, "Hayley Williams was doing something I wanted to do, so I thought I'd better start manifesting early so I could get there." Now, before long, well, the Pantheress, she was fronting a My Chemical Romance cover band, dancing on stage in school productions of Bugsy Malone, and writing songs at home in the evening from the comfort of her bed. When she began actually recording her music while still in high school, well, she didn't promote this early work. Instead, she approached these first few tracks as a hobby, looking to learn from early mistakes and eventually posting them to SoundCloud, where her audience was practically non-existent.
I started making music. I said to my friend, I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna be big. I'm gonna be famous."
No, it wasn't until she finally left home to attend university that PinkPantheress, well, she realized that she wanted to truly make music her future. Now, while at the University of the Arts out in London, well, she studied film and she had a passion for editing, especially when it came to making fan edits for her favorite performers like BTS. But little by little, the music she was making was taking up more and more of her time until finally she decided to share her talents with the world. The PinkPantheress career got started thanks in large part to TikTok, but not necessarily how you might think. Now, sure, over the past few years, well, she's leveraged that platform platform for an unprecedented level of success, but her very first viral video was a clip of Post Malone signing an autograph for a fan right next to her, just as the Pantheress decided to say perhaps the most awkward thing she could possibly think of.
I can't.
How bad?
Also, sorry, I just farted.
No way she said that shit. No way she said that shit, bro. What the fuck? Hey, word. Pink Panther. Word.
I'm sorry if you can spell that.
And just in case you don't
that's
believe me,
crazy.
well, that was her apologizing for being a little gassy, and she's talked about this embarrassing moment before. Now that she had come to recognize the power of TikTok, well, she'd used that platform to share her music by anonymously posting clips of her unique sound that mixed alt-pop, garage, drum bass, as well as jungle influences. Not to mention sampling from 90s and aughts tracks. Now, these first uploads, they were released during Christmas of 2020 under the handle we know her as now, PinkPantheress, a moniker inspired by an answer she had on the British game show The Chase. For real. Now, originally she was just gonna go by the one-word name of Pantheress, but she then realized that there was someone else online already going by that nickname, so she had to add the pink to the front.
Pantheress, because I'd heard it in a game show where the question was, what is a female panther called? And I was like, that's sick. So then I tried to have it as my username. It was taken, so I just put pink in front of it.
Now, her first snippet was a disco funk throwback titled Just a Waste, a track that sampled Michael Jackson's Off the Wall. But the first song that did really well for her was January's 2021's Pain, a track that sampled
Pain is tough. I love that song. Like, you know, I knew Pain, and I did not know how she looked until my cousin showed me how she looked on The Boys Alive with her Ice Spice, bro. I was like, what the fuck, bro? She's much? Question mark. I'm acting like one. Word.
samples the 2000 garage hit Flowers by Sweet Female Attitude. Now, when she uploaded Pain, well, the Pantheress, she had set a goal for herself to create one new song each day. Now, thanks to the success of Just a Waste, well, she recognized that TikTok could help her grow faster than any other platform, and she was determined to use that to her advantage. Now, she described this process to NPR, where she told them, I was taking like an hour a day when I got back home from university to write a 20-second loop, which sounded like it could develop into something longer than 20 seconds. Pain just happened to be one of those. Now, she ended up signing a deal with Parlophone, Elektra, and from there, well, she produced further viral hits like Break It Off and Passion.
I just wanna hear you say, I like you.
She made that? No way she made that. How the fuck did I not know? You know, I ain't gonna lie, Pain and Boys and Liars, the only two songs I know she named. Like, only two songs I can name by her. Still though, I'm about to do my research after this. No, don't.
Viral hits like
I
Break It
don't know if
Off
you did
and Passion.
I just wanna hear you say, I like you.
Now, in almost every one of these cases, well, the Pantheress, her imaginative and lyrical poignant songs, well, they never overcross the 2-minute mark, making them the perfect length for this new era of TikTok music. In fact, when she finally released her debut mixtape, To Hell With It, in October of 2021, well, even that project clocked in at a lightning-fast 19 minutes total. Now, over the course of the next year, well, the Pantheress, she would collaborate with other artists such as Mora Mass, Lil Uzi Vert, and Shy Girl on the single titled Baby Cakes, as well as Will Smith's daughter Willow on Where You Are. At the end of 2022, well, she unleashed her first EP titled Take Me Home, which featured her next viral hit, Boy's a Liar, a track dealing with her worries about growing older and dealing with adulthood. Now, she describes some of these concerns to NME, where she told them, honestly, I don't want to get older. I'm so bad at organization. I'm not lazy, but I'm not good at managing anything.
That's real shit, you know. You know, when you're a kid, you want to get older. You always talking about, oh, I want to be a teenager. Or I'm a teenager. Or this, that. You know what I mean? But when you really getting older, as you get older, you start not wanting to get older. You want to get younger. It don't make sense. Like, birthday was yesterday. I just turned, 7. I don't know how YouTube kind of weird with the age. But, nah, man. It feel weird now I'm saying that. I'm not saying I'm saying I'm 7. And, I just don't like getting older. It just feel weird. Like, get older. Maybe my biggest fear and my biggest one is when you get older, you watch everyone around you get older. Because most people only realize they get older. They're like, oh, I'm getting older. I'm getting so old. This, that, I'm. They never say the people around me getting older too. Until you really sit there and just look around. Like everybody, from when you was 10, holding your little baby cousin, now they walking. Your grandparents who used to walk around, play games with you, now they old, could barely move. parents, everybody get older around you, and it's just crazy just watching. Like, sit there, just look around, and just realize how much everyone around you have aged and getting old too. You know, it's just weird. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I don't know. It's crazy.
I also don't enjoy going to events. Genuinely, just take me home. Let me lie in bed and let me sleep. But as much as she might feel that way, well, sometimes if PinkPantheress always gave in to her antisocial tendencies, well, then she would never have had the opportunity to fulfill a lifelong dream of performing next to one of her childhood idols. In October of last year, PinkPantheress's ambition came full circle when she was invited to perform next to Paramore during the Austin City Limits Music Festival. Now, when she first saw Paramore all those years ago, well, she became inspired to pursue her own career in music. She had no idea that less than 10 years later, well, she'd be on stage tearing it up right
crazy.
next to them. Now, following this career highlight,
I feel like this my dream person, like, to really be on, make a video or be on stage with Corey. It's like, I feel like the day that I can make a video with Corey will be my personally. I would feel like my YouTube career, YouTube everything is completed. Like, the day I make a video with Corey, I feel complete with YouTube. Like, now, I ain't lie, I've been a huge Corey fan. I'm still one to this day. I know, like, I don't know how to explain it. I'm trying to drag this video out, word, but still.
Label Pantheress, she teamed up with fellow viral music sensation Ice Spice to drop a remix titled Boy's a Liar Part 2. Now, this collaboration came about after Pantheress saw that Ice Spice was following her on Instagram, so she slid into Ice's DMs to chat and told her that whenever she was in the UK, she'd love to meet up. Now, once they bonded over their shared appreciation of one another's music, well, they decided to work together, and the result, well, it was another bona fide hit for the both of them.
Word.
Now, when it comes to her future, well, PinkPantheress, she is planning on, first and foremost, continuing to push herself as a musician. In fact, she might very well experiment with other styles of music in the near future, and she has every intention of dropping her debut studio album before the end of this year. Then again, she did offer this one disclaimer to NME where she stated, "I can't plan anything, I can't just do it. It has to, in the least cliche way, be a feeling." So whether or not Pantheress captures that feeling in time for a 2023 album release, well, I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see. After all, this has been Before They're Famous. Thanks for checking out our latest video. Before I leave you guys, I do have a question for you. What's your personal sweet spot for song lengths? Is it above or below the 2-minute mark?
I feel like that was a good ass question. I'm gonna say above, but only 20-30 seconds above, because songs, once they start hitting like 3-4 minutes, that's when I'm like, damn, bro, shit's kind of a little too long. Pause. Pause. But only time I said it, bro, Pink Panther is so fine, bro. I'm sorry, I had to say it one more time. But you know what I mean? Like, only time I really cool with it being under, 2 minutes. If certain songs, some songs, but I don't like it like 3-4 minutes. That's when I start, goddamn, this shit kind of long. Unless it got hella people on it, like 6-7 people on it. Alright, that's cool. But just one dude, 4 minutes, I'm like, it determines who it is. But right above 2 minutes, like a couple seconds after. Same question to you. What do you think? But y'all show some love. Do what y'all do. I had to react to it. It's my future wife. Show some love. You ain't sell, you ain't right, you ain't right thing. Left in the dust. You keep watching because I'm gonna be dropping. You ain't sell, you ain't right, you ain't right thing. Left in the dust. Show some love. We're on to the next video, nigga.